the stress.
You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Look at me, zipper!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Lucky. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Out. Check 43.
Hit it.
To throw on second down. Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us to their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go.
Hey, Delta.
55. Mike, 55. Hey, me and you all day.
Go on.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch the whip. Check 4. Check 99. Check 99. Watch twist.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
We got 4. Check 52. Check. Crunch. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. You run.
Go.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I got you, pump. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
Let's go now. 60, orange.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Zip.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
Go. I got motion there. Me. I got this.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Recon, 132 fight.
Check. Check safety.
Second and 10. And he finds Parker here, complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up.
Exit. Yep.
51's mine. You ain't got
There you go.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Hurd, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be, what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the gun, Herbert. The open man here, Renfro. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, check. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go. 25, check 25.
Leo.
2nd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Right there in the middle, 55. In the face.
Hey, dude.
55. Yeah. He's crashing. checking crowd. Jim.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
This is Grant. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Clelin Ferrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Grant. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Mike 29. I got one. I got lock it. Show it up. Check. Check. Check.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Hurd with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert three.
Now.
Bang, 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 bang. 36.
Hard.
Check.
Get it.
On first down, Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, lock it. Fire.
Back to throw. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check three.
Bam. Hey, foxtrot. Go. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 15. Mike 55. Hey, eat. So don't say nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Gator.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check three.
Look at me. Go. Hey. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert flare, alert flare. Yeah, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Alert 3. SOS, SOS.
Hard.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Check out. Ready.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rock it.
Check the backer, check the backer.
6'6", pull it high. Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Haywood.
Check right. Watching your five. Hey, tight. Check. Check 37, check 37.
Bravo.
55 is my guy, 55. Down the loose one.
Ready.
2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Yep. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Too little, cut. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Second and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
51 Mike. Mike 51. Hey, watch 66.
Now Balaj. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Here we go.
So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Scene 6. Mike 50. Yes. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Say. Check.
Yes. Now.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Go on. Go.
On first and 10, Herbert flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Kill.
Under 10. 10. Hey.
On second down now, Dobbins.
Let's go.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Down. 18 Gator.
I'm going to run you over.
Smooth.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Back. Check.
Look, squeeze. Deep river.
On third down, Herbert steps away to his left. And Tate's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Around the NFL third quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Leo!
Let's go, defense. Hey.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it.
Get it.
On first down, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Come on,
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
You got nothing. Sponge. No.
Now.
Check. Undercrush.
Hard. Fight.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Balaj. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Check 43. Watch safety creep.
Hey, lock it.
Safety's creeping. Switch.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check. Press down. Whip. Watch the whip.
Check 4.
Bam.
Check 99. Watch twist. Check 13.
And again this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Watch it, five. Go, baby, the turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check. Crunch. 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 Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
To throw on second down. Herbert got some room at the 30. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Check safety.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. Mike 55. Here we go. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
80 weapon.
Switch it. Tighten up.
Rock it. Hey, high 7.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
Get it ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Buzz. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Now. Watch 54. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike 50. Ready.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Right there.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Check. Block 54.
Now back to throw. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. Go. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
29. Mike 29. Why? Who? 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch QB draw. Yeah. Ready, go.
2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Eluded, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Hurd. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Jim. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hatchet.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
And 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Switch. He's checking. Crash.
Gone.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Go.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58, boys, 58.
Big rip, big rip.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You ready? You ready? Go, go.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Now. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 48-yard line.
51's the Mike, 51's the Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Go. Mike 57, go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Squish, squish, double, double. Yep. Delta. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Let it go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
On the delay, it's Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They run it with Balaj. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
We played to win. Let's